The next drawing in our manual is the Lancet Gothic. Now this one, if we read the instructions, it says the span is 730 millimetres. So remember the term span is between A and B. That's our span. Now the second thing is a bit different. It's called a rise. Now the rise is from the baseline here. We've got AB. Now the rise up is 900 millimetres. And that goes to our introdos when we're doing the arch part. So what we do is first is we find our span. And before actually we get into doing this, when you have your drawing, I've turned my paper over so I'm not wasting paper. So on the other side I have my equilateral Gothic arch. So I've written on here Lancet Gothic. I've written my name, Lynn Sheffield, the date, and I've done my signature. Every single one of these pages that we draw, you have to do the name of the drawing, your name and the date and your signature. So I'll remind you every drawing, but I'm just telling you to do it now. Now, if our span is 730, we have to divide it by 2 to get the halfway point. So, and that is 365 millimetres. So I've got my drawing board here and I've got my rule and I've put it up and I'm just under halfway I've scribed a line. Now the halfway point here, if we remember, was 20.5. So now I can do my 360 on either side for there. So I make sure that I get my scale rule, of course, 1 to 10 again. I'll move my rule. And then you put the scale rule down and I go 365. So remembering again, we're going into the 5 mils. So we're between 365 and 370. So I've got 200, 300, and 50, 65. So if I put that there and I mark it, and I just make sure I'm exactly, because I don't want to get this wrong, because then it puts my arches out. So now I've scribed my mark there. I'm going to write that one as a B, now A. Then on the other side, we have 730. So I go to 700, 10, 20, 30. So 730, and that's B. So I can go A and B now. Now, in the instructions where we said, span is A to B, bisect the line, that's our third point. Bisecting the line means that you're actually finding the centre of the line. So to bisect the line, always put your point on the A, and then you can go, this one always does that, always go halfway, over halfway. It can be anywhere that you want halfway. I might see if I can, this keeps bending on me, so I'll just tighten it up really a lot so it doesn't do that to me. So I go over halfway and just move here in, just go in. So I've got this over halfway, and it doesn't matter which halfway, as long as you are halfway over. Then you scribe a line up the top like that, an arc, and I'll just get rid of my drawing board ruler, and I scribe one at the bottom like that. Now I reverse it and I put my point on B, exactly on B. So you've got to really be careful with your points. And then what I'll do, because I'm trying to get it exact, scribe a line at the top here and down the bottom. Now, I don't know if you can see that well. I hope you can. You can see that there is a mark there, and the other one is up the top there. Now I can get my set square, put it onto, I can lock my drawing board down. Now I can put it on and bisect the line, which means that I can draw a line where these points, the two cross marks, I'm going to draw a line right through the centre of them. It's a bit hard when I'm filming. That there is my halfway mark. Bisecting the line means I've bisected the line halfway between A and B. So that was our second. So it says here, bisect the line C. Now we're up to 4, step 4. It says measure from C. So here where we bisected the line in the middle there is C. Now we measure up 900 millimeters to mark D. So I get my scale rule, remembering it's 1 to 10. And I'm going to measure up 900 millimeters. It's quite high. So I got to the 900 mark up there. See how I've marked it up there? There's 900. 1 to 10, scale 1 to 10, up to 900. Now, I can mark that as D. There's my D mark. So on step 5, it says scribe a line from D to A. So you get your line here. You go from A all the way up to D there, and I'm going to scribe the line there. Then it says bisect the line A to D to mark on the baseline at E. So this, of course, here, our span is also on our baseline. That's our baseline at the bottom. So I'll just write baseline there so you know. So it says that we have to bisect first the line A to D. So it's the same as what we did with A to B here, and we bisected the line. We do the same for A to D. We always go over halfway. Doesn't matter how much you go halfway. You can go right to the near the end, near D, like I've just done there, or you can come in further. I just go about over halfway. So I scribe a line one side here, and then on the other side there. Then I reverse it. I put my point on D, and I scribe the line on one side and then on the other side there. So that's given me a line that I can come onto the baseline to mark at E. So I'll get my set square and I'll move my, you've got to move your rules out of the way a bit. Maybe I'll turn it upside down there. So I will have my rule on the baseline, as you can see there, and I'll hit the 2 bisecting points there. I have the line on there, and then the second one there. They're all lined up. So I can now scribe a line to the baseline, like so. Okay, and now I can mark on the baseline here. It was, so dissect the line A to D to mark a baseline at E. So we write E here, right on the point that it hits the baseline. So now it says, open the compass from E to B, so E to B, then transfer this distance from A to mark F. So I have to go from E to B, open the compass up and mark from A and then mark F over here. What's going on with my line? That's right. Sorry about the filming too. It's my first go at it. So here, I'll get better. So that's E to B I've got there. So I'm going to bring it over to here. A to F. So I've got a mark there, and that is F. So then it says, put the compass point on E, open it out to A, and scribe a line up to D, drawing the introdos of the arch. So again, it says, put the compass on E. So I've got the compass on E. Now I'm opening it out to A. So I'm going to open it up to A here. And now I scribe up to D. So I go scribe up there to D there. Okay. Then it says, move the point to F and open the compass out to B. So I just reverse it like this. Put the point on F. Then I open it up to B, and it is exactly the same as the other one. And then I scribe a line up to D. So there, I've drawn my Lancet Gothic arch. So that's our second drawing.